And today we're going to be unboxing and installing a solar powered street light. That's right, if you have a place in your yard, near your home, on your property, that even in a parking lot that you need to light up, but you don't have electricity there, well, this is your solution. You can install this on a post, on a pole, on the side of a wall, and what it's going to do is charge up all day and give you light all night. So let's go ahead, unbox it, see what all we get, then we're going to install it, and then we're going to come back and see how well it works at night and go over some specs and details as well. So let's get into it. Alrighty. Not much to unbox. You do get a user manual that does have the installation instructions on it. You're going to get a hardware pack. This pack contains your long bolts for installing your brackets, and it also has anchors in case you're flush mounting on a wall. You're going to get your mounting pole. You're also going to get part of your bracket. If you're pole mounting this, you sandwich these two together like this and you wrap it around the pole and you tighten the long bolts down. If you're mounting it on a wall, you just flush mount it like this, or you can even turn the bracket like this to double the thickness and you mount it on a wall like so. And then this is your pole mount for the actual panel itself. And the way it works is your pole will come into your panel right here. And then this bracket mounts on top. But rather than me try to show you awkwardly, let's go ahead. We're going to bring the camera a little closer to the table and we're going to put this together real quick. I did almost forget to mention that it does come with a remote control as well. It has on, off, bright, dim, mode button, the auto button. You can set a 3-hour, 5-hour, or 8-hour timer. Now the first step that we're going to take is we're going to open this bracket and we're going to actually mount the pole to the panel. And we're just going to take the provided bracket. You're going to take your bolt, put a washer on, drop it through, and then feed your nut in from the back side. And I'm going to go ahead and get these all started first, and then I'll slot the panel in. Now inside this hardware pack right here, they do also give you the Allen wrench for doing the installation. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just slide the pole in and then tighten these down. You don't need a backup for the nuts on the other side because it is slotted for nuts, so it actually holds them in itself. And there's the slots. You can see where the nuts come through on the other side. This gives you an up-close look at all these LEDs. You have a sensor for motion sensor detection, and you also have the off-on button right here. Very cool. And then of course this is your solar panel on this side. If you want a quick look at the spec sheet, here's the specifications right here. And we'll go over those in just a moment. All right, so we have our panel all assembled. It only took 4 bolts and 4 nuts, not very much to it. And we're going to pole mount this. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this bracket and we're going to be mounting it like this with the provided bolts. And it takes 4 bolts to assemble and 4 bolts to install. And for installation, we're going to drop the 4 bolts through this bracket, and then we're going to stick them through this bracket, and then we're going to put a washer and a nut on the back of these, and then slide it over a pole and tighten it up. Let's go ahead and go down to the pole and do the final installation. All right, so here we have our pole, here we have our panel, and the way we're going to do this is we're just going to separate our brackets. We're going to slide our pole in, and then we're going to start tightening these nuts up all the way around to get a nice tight fit on this pole. And then once we get them as tight as we can by hand, just get an adjustable wrench, box-end wrench, pair of pliers, whatever you have, and cinch down the bolts nice and tight. Now if your pole is permanently mounted, of course you'll have to get on a ladder and do this on a ladder, but I have my pole set up for these demonstrations so I can mount it first and show you how it mounts. And now we're going to stand the pole up. All right, so we're going to raise this up. Now the ideal mounting height for this solar panel is 10 to 20 feet up. I'm probably right at or just below 10 feet. And there we have it, our panel is now fully installed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the panel on And then we're going to come back tonight after dark. We're going to see how much it lights up this area, and I'm going to give you all the specs and details on this solar powered street light. All right, so night is upon us. It's almost midnight actually. I almost forgot to come out and film this part of the video. And we're about to turn the light on to see how well it works. As you can see, it's quite dark on the side of the house now. We're going to go ahead and turn the light on now. And check out the difference. We have turned nighttime into daytime. Now I'm going to try some of the dimming features. You can see how I can turn it down and make it brighter. Very cool. I can dim it down even further. Bring it back up. Now the M on the remote, that is for motion sensing mode. We're going to be really still and we're going to wait for it to dim down. Okay, you can see it dim down. Then the second I move, you can see that it came right back on. And what the auto mode does is basically that is the light sensor mode. So when the sun comes up, it shuts off. When the sun goes down, it turns on. So it's nice to know that it has those features. And what's good about the motion sensing mode is it'll just stay dim unless an animal or a person or something moves, and then it will brighten to let them know that you're there, which is really cool. And of course you do have the 3-hour, 5-hour, and 8-hour timer. Now, I promised to go over some of the specs, and as far as battery, it's a 33,000 mAh battery. It's a 6-volt, 32-watt panel. There are 320 LEDs. The color temperature is 6,500 Kelvin, which is a cool white. It's IP67 waterproof. It's made out of aluminum alloy and glass. And the operating temperature is minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So, like I said previously, if you have a spot that there is no power that you need to light up, that's going to give you reliable light all night long and add that little extra security and brightness to your yard, this is a great option. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.